Welcome. Now we will discuss stator flux orientation control. Of induction motor drive. So, merit of stator flux orientation. The stator flux estimation accuracy is affected by stator resistance only, as you understand, not rotor resistance. Since stator flux is integral of Vs minus Rs Is dt. So stator flux estimation accuracy is unaffected by rotor resistance variation. Demerit this stator flux orientation requires additional decoupling network. Decoupling compensation network, you can say, decoupling compensation network, which was not there in rotor flux orientation. So, we will go into detailed discussion of stator flux orientation control. So, as derived earlier, for rotor flux orientation control, for the induction motor model using stator current components and rotor flux components as state variables, we have derived the model, and the rotor equations are VDR is d psi dr by dt plus RR by LR psi dr minus Lm by Lr into Rr into Ids minus slip speed is omega Sl into psi qr. This is 0 for motoring operation, rotor circuit is closed. So, this is 0. This is equation number 1. Similarly, for the q axis winding, the Vqr is given by d psi qr by dt plus Rr by Lr psi qr minus Lm by Lr Rr Iqs plus omega Sl psi dr equals to 0 for the q axis winding, because for motoring rotor circuit is closed. So, VDR and VQR are 0. This is equation 2. Multiplying both sides of equations 1 and 2 with the rotor time constant Tr, that is Lr by Rr, we get and replacing d by dt by Laplace operator S, we get one plus STR psi dr minus Lm IDS minus Tr into omega SL psi QR equals to 0 for the dr winding. This is equation number 3. Similarly, for the q axis winding, 1 plus STR into psi QR minus Lm into IQS plus Tr into slip speed omega SL into psi dr is 0. This is equation number 4. In equations 3 and 4, the rotor flux components psi dr and psi qr are to be eliminated and replaced by and psi ds, psi qs are to be used for stator flux orientation. Psi ds and psi qs. So, stator flux psi ds is Ls IDS plus mutual flux is Lm IDR, and stator flux psi qs is Ls into IQS plus mutual flux is Lm into IQR. So, from this we get d axis rotor current, which is rotor currents are inaccessible. So, we eliminate the rotor flux currents first. So, IDR is psi ds by Lm minus Ls by Lm IDS. Similarly, IQR is psi qs by Lm minus Ls by Lm IQS. So, using these rotor current components IDR and IQR in the rotor flux psi dr and psi qr expression, we have psi dr rotor flux is Lr into IDR plus mutual flux is Lm into IDS. So, it is Lr by Lm into psi ds plus Lm minus Ls Lr by Lm into IDS. This is equation number 5. Similarly, for q axis rotor winding, flux is psi q r. That in the same way we can write psi q r is Lr by Lm psi q s plus Lm minus Ls Lr by Lm whole into IQ S. This is equation number 6. Next, substituting equations 5 and 6 in equation 3, we get one plus STR into Lr by Lm psi ds plus 1 plus STR Lm minus Ls Lr by Lm into IDS minus Lm into IDS minus Tr into omega SL into Lr by Lm psi qs minus Tr into omega SL Lm minus Ls Lr by Lm IQS equals to 0. So, we have used the equations and replaced psi dr and psi qr in equations 3 and 4. Multiplying both sides of above equation with Lm by Lr and simplifying, we get 1 plus STR into psi ds plus 1 plus STR into Lm square by Lr minus Ls IDS minus Lm square by Lr into IDS minus Tr into omega SL psi qs minus Tr into omega SL Lm square by Lr minus Ls IQS equals to 0. So, this implies 1 plus STR into psi ds minus using the leakage coefficient sigma, we have this term 1 plus STR, and this term is sigma into Ls minus sigma into Ls. So, minus sigma minus is multiplied minus sigma Ls into IDS. Then this term is sigma Ls minus Ls into IDS. Minus TR omega SL into psi QS plus TR omega SL sigma LS IQS equals to 0, because last term is minus sigma Ls. So, minus is multiplied with minus. So, plus sigma Ls IQS equals to 0. So, we have sigma, I am writing sigma is 1 minus Lm square divided by Ls Lr. So, from the above equation, we have 1 plus STR into psi ds minus Ls into IDS whole into sigma plus sigma STR minus sigma plus 1 minus omega SL into TR psi QS minus sigma LS IQS, this is 0. From our equation we get. So, here plus sigma and minus sigma cancels out. So, we have the final equation as 1 plus STR into psi ds equals to 1 plus sigma STR into LS IDS plus omega SL into TR into psi QS minus sigma LS IQS. One plus STR into psi ds equals to 1 plus sigma STR into LS IDS plus omega SL into TR into psi QS minus sigma LS IQS. Let us number, the previous equation was 6, let us number this equation is 7. Similarly, from equation 4, substituting 5 and 6 in equation 4 and simplifying, we have the other equation for the q axis winding 1 plus STR into psi QS equals to 1 plus sigma STR into LS into IQS minus omega SL into TR into psi ds minus sigma LS IDS, because rotational EMF In equation 7 it is plus, here it will be minus, opposite sign. For stator flux orientation control, what is required? Psi qs must be 0 and psi ds equals to psi s hat. Total flux is along the d axis. We align the d axis with psi ds, so that psi ds is psi s. Therefore, equations 7 and 8 can be written as, with above substitution of psi qs equal to 0, equation 7 and 8 can be written as 1 plus str into psi ds equals to 1 plus sigma str into ls ids plus psi qs is 0 minus sigma ls tr into omega sl into iqs. This is equation number 9. Similarly, for the other equation, other part winding, we have 1 plus, because psi qs is 0. So, equating we have 1 plus sigma str into ls iqs is omega sl into tr into psi ds minus sigma ls ids. This is equation 10. So, let us analyze the equations 9 and 10. We have in 9 and 10 we have obtained from 7 and 8 after substituting psi qs equals to 0. So, when psi qs is 0, that means d axis is aligned along the stator flux psi s. So, does it mean the total decoupling? As you can see from equation 9, psi ds is a function of both ids and iqs. This is not as per the concept of vector control. That concept of vector control is psi ds should be controlled only by ids and iqs should not affect the stator flux psi ds. iqs should affect only the torque at a given psi ds. So, iqs should not affect psi ds, but from equation 9 we see when iqs is changed, that also to iqs is changed to control the torque, that also affects the psi ds. So, decoupling is not obtained. Similarly, from equation 10, as you can see, psi ds, ids and iqs all are related. So, they are dependent. So, even if psi qs is 0, decoupling is not obtained. So, this requires decoupling compensation network, which is additional here, and this has to be derived, so that we get decoupling, perfect decoupling. That means only ids will affect psi ds, not iqs. So, this decoupling compensation is like this. We have a comparator which takes reference value of the stator flux psi ds and actual stator flux psi ds. It compares and the error goes through a controller, flux controller, and this generates a this should generate the command value of the flux component of the current IDS star. Because there is a coupling effect, so we will add an additional term, additional current IDQ, which will be derived from a decoupler based on the mathematical model, so that the output of each IDS star, that is command value of the flux component of the current. This decoupler takes the input stator flux IDS and the currents IDS and IQS as inputs, and implements the equations based on the model and generates a current, compensating current IDQ, that is added with the controller output to get the command value of the flux component of the current, and with that psi ds star is a function of only IDS star, not IQS. IQS does not affect psi ds star, and with control, closed loop control, we get the actual stator current IDS equals to reference value IDS star. This is the vector control to be achieved. So, as you can see from this model, so decoupling compensator, what is IDS star? That is G into psi ds star minus psi ds plus the decoupling current IDQ, compensating current. This is equation 11. Now, let us see how IDQ will be derived. So, substituting equation 11 in 9, we get 1 plus STR into psi ds is LS 1 plus sigma STR compensating G psi d star minus psi ds plus 1 plus sigma STR into IDQ minus sigma TR omega SL IQS whole into LS. This is equation number 12. So, in place of IDS we have used IDS star, because for the controller ensures IDS equals to IDS star reference value. So, in place of IDS star we have written IDS. So, for decoupling control, decoupling control of psi ds with the help of compensating current IDQ, we have one plus sigma STR into IDQ this is not IDS, this is IDQ. So, for decoupling of psi ds with the help of IDQ, these two terms should cancel each other. last two terms should cancel each other. If last two terms are cancelled, then psi ds is a function of the psi ds star minus psi ds, so it becomes function of ids only. Okay. So, last two terms should cancel. So, with that 1 plus sigma str into idq equals to sigma tr omega sl into iqs or into idq, or you can write idq equals to sigma tr omega sl into iqs divided by 1 plus sigma s tr. This is the compensating current idq derived from the model, and this is equation number 13. From equation 10, we get the slip speed omega sl given by 1 plus sigma str into ls iqs divided by tr into psi ds minus sigma ls ids. This is directly obtained from equation 10. So, let us number, and we have expressed slip speed explicitly, and this is equation number 14. So, combining 13 and 14, we get the compensating current idq, that is sigma ls into iqs square whole divided by psi ds minus sigma ls ids. This is equation number 15 that gives the final expression of the compensating current idq in terms of ids, iqs and psi ds. So, compensating current idq when derived by equation 15 and added to the controller output, it generates the command value of the flux component of the current, which only affects the stator flux psi ds. So, function of the decoupler in the is to generate compensating current idq as per equation number 15. With this, SFOC of induction motor we have the electromagnetic torque Te, that is 3/2 into pole pairs into psi ds into iqs minus psi qs into ids, that is the total expression, and psi qs is 0. So, it is 3/2 into pole pairs psi ds into iqs. So, finally, we will draw the block diagram of SFOC scheme. So, first we have a comparator which compares the actual motor speed omega r with the reference speed omega r star, and the speed error is processed through a speed controller whose gain is G1 to generate the command value of the current, torque component of the current IQS star. Then we have another controller which takes the reference flux psi d A star and subtracts the actual flux psi d S from it and generates and passed through a flux controller G2, and with that this is the flux controller G2 which was G in the previous compensating network. With this one we will add the compensating current IDQ to obtain IDS star. So, IDS star and IQS star are the inputs to the inverter with control circuit for vector control of the induction motor. Inverter takes the DC voltage VD and gives variable frequency output to the induction motor. And here we, for to obtain the decoupling current, we have a block which generates IDQ as per equation number 15, that is sigma Ls IQS square minus divided by psi ds minus sigma Ls IDS. So, this takes the actual stator current IDS and currents IQS and also psi ds as the inputs and generates the compensating current IDQ by implementing equation number 15, and this IDQ is added with the flux controller output to generate the command value of the flux component of the current. Then we have a feedback estimation block which takes the stator currents and stator voltages as the inputs and estimates the stator flux psi ds, which is also psi s hat. This estimates the flux which is taken for the estimation of the compensating network as well as for the flux control. And also this feedback estimation block generates the unit vector e to the power j theta e for vector orientation with the stator flux. And also this feedback estimation block estimates basically IDS and IQS, no directly it can be obtained IDS and IQS, and also it estimates the frequency omega e. These are the estimations from the feedback estimation block. Then you can see we have a block which generates the slip speed according to the equation 1 plus sigma s T r Ls into IQS divided by T r into psi ds minus sigma Ls IDS. So, inputs are IQS, IDS and output is omega s L slip speed. So, we have estimation omega e minus omega SL is the speed omega r, which goes for speed controller. So, this is the complete scheme of stator flux orientation control. Thank you for attention.